Hello, Andy here, and I just want to do a quick video on the latest OBS. So it has been in beta. This is OBS 32.2. It's been in beta for about probably just over a month, and we're now in the release candidate stage. So that means it's coming out very, very soon. So it's pretty stable. Everything's in it that's going to stay in it. Obviously, that's still subject to change last minute because obviously it's not released. But this is obviously public and you guys can get it now if you really want to. I just kind of want to go through some of the features that have been added just so you're up to date with everything that's going on. And obviously, this video is not sponsored, but I'm going to tell you about all my OBS plugins that I've been working on because I've not been doing a lot of these kind of videos because I've been making plugins. We've got Source Explorer, Stream Up Chat, we've got the theme, loads of stuff. Go check it out at andystone.uk or andylippy.co.uk and let's have a look at OBS. So first things first, I've got a little list up here, is the add source, right? So when you add a source, you get this new UI. So mine probably looks a little bit different because I'm using the theme that I made. And as you can see, it kind of groups them all together like this. But the really nice thing about it is it will actually give you a little kind of screenshot of what that source looks like. So you're not just searching through a really simple list of sources anymore. You can actually see what the source is before you select it. Because the amount of times when I just like add a camera or a source clone, I'm like, that's the one that I'm looking for. Ah, no, it's not. I've got to delete that source, then go and re-add another source, find the source that I'm actually looking for, and it's a right headache. So this feature is honestly awesome. It's so good, so clean, and so easy to do. And if you want to create a new one, you just press create new, boom, that's it. As easy as that. It's just a lot more user-friendly, I think, rather than having the old little window that pops up and it just says, right, this is what you need to add. And you're just like, okay. Next up is a little bit difficult for me to fully showcase because I'm obviously not well orientated, shall we say. My setup isn't incredible, but for all you swanky people out there that have HDR, there is now a filter. Oh yeah, let's pick a source that's got a ton of filters on it. There is a filter now for composing SDR on HDR. So this is if maybe you're doing HDR and your source kind of is SDR, so it feels really washed out. This filter will allow you to get it working better in HDR. So you got all your options to do there and obviously adjust the white level and everything. So obviously that's not really useful for me because I don't stream in HDR, but for all you pro gamers out there, it's a nice option to have to just make everything a little bit more kind of accessible. Next up is the dynamic bitrate. This one's really useful, but it's kind of like it happens all in the background anyway. So you know when you're using the enhanced broadcasting and doing multi-track video, now everything kind of dynamically uses your bitrate. So if you're getting like connection drops and things like that, it will kind of just distribute the amount of bitrate across the different channels a lot easier in the background. So you'll have less like frame drops and stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. Again, you don't need to know how it works because you just turn it on and it just does it in the background. So another quality of life improvement. There's a bunch of nice little quality of life improvements, like some little UI changes, obviously. We also have the ability, if you're using a slideshow, so image slideshow, you can now use WebP files. So rather than just having images, you can physically use a WebP file, which I don't actually think I've got one on this machine, which is really useful to show you guys that it's in action. GG's. Another one that I really like is, if you're like me, I'm just going to give you OBS Inception here, because obviously I just film stuff in one take, because that's what I do. And I add a source. A lot of things have like the same icons. You either get the brush symbol, like on the shadow plugin, stream up adjustment layer that's in the stream up plugin, that's just got a little paintbrush. Like all these icons are really simple. Right? They all kind of match each other, so it's difficult to see what actual source it is that you're selecting. Now, they've allowed the use of using custom icons. So the Stream Up Adjustment layer's got a custom icon, the Stream Up Chat plugin's got a custom icon, and the Stream Up Pro Text plugin has got a custom icon, just so it helps you differentiate and you're not going to accidentally like choose the wrong thing. Like the input and audio input capture and audio output capture, I do think they should switch these two icons as well, because it's nice to just have uniform icons that you know what something is just from the image. I think it adds such a great piece of like intuitive. Sorry, I'm a bit ill at the moment, so words are not actually wording. You know what I mean? It's more intuitive. There we go. I'm in there. And obviously, if you have skipped a couple of updates, we've obviously had a redesigned audio mixer and things, and obviously some little tweaks and stuff like that have already been done. It's just really nice to see that they're taking Warchamp's been taking a big chance and listening to a lot of feedback of what people are wanting, especially when it comes to like the UI and the usability of OBS, which I think is huge. So massive thanks to him for making OBS so much more modern and more user-friendly. It's really nice. Obviously, if you want more tips like this and keeping up to date, get subscribed. And like I say, I'm working on lots of OBS plugins, so I'm going to leave those like videos linked below and all the plugins. So go check them out. And if you want to help support me and my content, the plugins, the products that I give for you streamers, then consider joining memberships at andystone.uk and or the Streamup website at streamup.tips. All right, much love. Put your org over the stone. I'll see you soon.